So this year has been a great year for stocks in the electric car industry. But there is one segment and especially one stocks that's been soaring this year that no one is talking about. And in this video, we're going to talk about it. Coming up after the intro. What's up, guys? This is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. The more you pay attention to, the more aware you become. And in this channel, we pay attention to stocks, crypto, real estate, and business to find the best place to grow your portfolio. If this is something that interests you, make sure you go bullish on the like button, subscribe, and click that bell. I want to thank my new viewers and subscribers. Thank you for your support. I also want to thank everyone who signed up to the Technical Investor course. Welcome to the Wealth Engineering community. It is imperative that we learn how to manage our money, because once we learn how to manage our money, we can take control of our true wealth, which is our time and our freedom. But you have invested so much time in high school, university, and learned absolutely nothing about money. This is exactly why I created the Technical Investor course to my company, Wealth Engineering. It is a complete course that takes the overload of information from YouTube and breaks it down piece by piece to give you clarity, focus, and direction towards building your wealth. You will learn how to make, keep, and multiply money. On top of that, I'll show you the exact same strategy that I've used to turn $1,000 into $19,000 in 9 months. You could also use the same strategy to increase your net worth. The number one feedback that I get from my students is that they wish they knew this information earlier. And the best investment you can make is to invest in your financial education. So don't wait any longer and sign up for the course today. Link in the description below. Or you can sign up for a free course, the 5 secrets you need to know before you make your first investment. You can enter your email right here. It will be sent straight to your inbox. You could also check out some of our free course right here, What is Wealth Engineering? And definitely check out this bonus section right here, the next 10 years in crypto. This is a must see. My content is for educational and entertainment purpose only. With that said, you came here for the truth. Let's just dive deep into it. Alright guys, today I want to talk about hydrogen. So it goes without saying that the future is going electric. Actually, the future is also going crypto, but it also going electric. And this is an interesting thing because we have this new article that came out that says GM and Honda, they're publishing specs for decentralizing electric car charging network. And basically, this is a network that they want to put on a blockchain technology. So the future is really converging towards cryptocurrencies and blockchain with electric car and self-driving technology and AI. So we're really heading towards this future right here. And the better we can see it early on, the early we can invest in it and profit from it. So this is the reason why we're talking about it today. And this year we've seen a trend when it comes to NIO. The stock's been booming lately. We also saw Tesla pre-split. Tesla stock has been booming as well. Early this month, we have this news released by CBC that's saying that the provincial government envision Alberta as a major gas exporter, hydrogen energy hub. So this is an interesting thing because when we're talking about the future of electric cars right now, what is dominating the market is battery. So battery powered electric cars. But it's not the only method to have an electric car. You can also have an hydrogen car. So the hydrogen, just like the battery, it's basically a method to carry energy. So the battery stores the energy and delivers it to the motors. The hydrogen also stores energy and delivers it to the motors. So it's two different methods of delivering energy. And energy is one of the key resources that makes an economy goes. So it's an important resource to keep an eye on because that can drive a chain reaction of other type of industries that can benefit from this. So that's an important thing to keep an eye on. And Alberta and Canada are setting up themselves to actually profit from this market as well. And especially not many people are looking into this. And that is also creating some investment in the stock market that not many people are looking into it. So I'm actually going to leave a video in the description below that talks a little bit more about hydrogen. How does it work? Also how does it work when it comes to car application, electric car application, the pros and cons. From a nutshell, I can tell you the battery cars, they weigh a lot and they have a minimum amount of energy that can be stored in them. And that's why Tesla has to have a charging network all around the country so that maybe you can do 300, 400 kilometers, 500 kilometers and have to basically charge your battery every so often. It takes a long time to charge your battery. Whereas the hydrogen method, the hydrogen is very light. So you can use that as a way to store a lot more energy. And in terms of how much energy you can store in hydrogen, it's not even comparable to electric cars. However, although the hydrogen is the most abundant form of energy we have in this planet and this galaxy, actually, it's still very hard to extract and isolate it in a form that we needed to carry electricity for cars. So that's the challenge. But as technology evolves and as time goes by, it becomes cheaper and cheaper to bring that technology to market. And there is one company that's doing a very good job at that. Actually, it's called Nikola. We have this article from Investopedia right now on how Nikola makes money. So it's funny because Nikola uses hydrogen as a method to store energy, and then Tesla uses battery as a method to store energy. They both use DC electricity, and they still have to be converted to AC to power the motors. So it's an interesting fight that is about to happen between these two companies, having two different business models. But Nikola has been basically using that as a way to power their trucks. And when you think about it, it's actually a very clever method because hydrogen is very light, and the trucks needs to be able to carry very heavy loads. So if Tesla is having trucks and the battery alone is already very heavy, it reduces the amount of loads that the truck can carry because there is a limit on how much load should a truck carry on the roads. But Nikola is actually making the case where hydrogen could be the best method for transport, especially when we talk about commercial transport all over the country. So, and they're setting up themselves to dominate this market. So that's an interesting thing to see. And this is something we're going to pay attention on this. We're going to pay attention to this and these businesses and this business model and this technology and this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe to learn more. I'm going to share with you this stock that I had for the last 2 years on my watch list when it comes to tracking hydrogen. And this stock has been soaring a lot this year, and I think it's only the beginning. So I'm going to share that with you. And the stock is called Plug Power Inc., or with the ticker PLUG. You can Google it, Plug Power. You're going to have this logo right here. It says here that it's an American company engaged in the design of manufacturing of hydrogen fuel cell system that replace conventional batteries in equipment and vehicle powered by electricity. So that's what they do. They're actually in the field of creating fuel cells. And this is important because a company like Nikola, they're not actually going to create the fuel cells. They're gonna buy the fuel cells from a manufacturer, or even if it's not Nikola, it could be any other car company out there that wants to have an hydrogen system. They can go to this company right here, Plug Power, and get fuel cells. The fuel cells is basically, think of it as the containment of electricity that replaces the battery pack. On the Tesla, you have the battery pack. On a hydrogen car, you have the fuel cells. And the fuel cells, it's actually very complicated and very hard to do. So it's not like everyone can jump at it and start a business on hydrogen and create fuel cells. So this company has been positioned in a very good place to profit from the revolution of electric cars coming in. And we have two different ways of having electric cars. It's power battery packs and hydrogen. We already know Tesla dominates the battery pack, but no one is dominating yet the fuel cell industry, and you can get it at the source right here by investing in Plug Power. And that's what I've been paying attention this year. And just to show you how much this stock's been soaring, so this is the chart about for 2020. In March, like every other stocks, there was a dip right here, but it's not that much because around this area, this stock is actually considered as a penny stock. And look at that. Since then, we had a major increase of 500%, 500% rise in terms of value. This is what we have right now. Now there seems to be a little bit of correction, but we can expect, and we're looking at the weekly chart right now, we can expect a touch line maybe after the election around this price right here. And I think it's setting up to be testing new heights. And it could be a very good stock to look at for the next decade as well, especially the way they position themselves. Now, the last couple years, we had a strong accumulation period. And this accumulation period has been in the $2 to $1 range. This is a crazy amount of time. There's a lot of investors in this section right here, me included. I have invested and profit from this stock as well. So there's a lot of investors that have been stashing up and they're waiting for this stock to skyrocket it so that they can take their profit. And I think if we haven't seen a major correction yet, I think that they're expecting this stock to go way higher than it is now. So in terms of a technical analysis, we have nice structure going on. And we have what used to be the very strong resistance has become the new support, and we're looking at the weekly chart. So these are strong supports right now, and the price of the stock is really setting up to create the new support, the strong support. So we may get a rebound around this price, which is about $10. So that's actually a good price, and from there on, we could reach new height like this. And remember, this is a stock that at some point was evaluated in $1,000 when there was early 2000s. There was the kind of like a market bubble on the hydrogen companies. So this is a stock that had already been evaluated about $1,000, and it has dropped to $1, $2, and now with the technology evolving, with the market demand rising, the stock is gaining momentum again. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. But I wanted to talk to you about it so that you can at least be aware about it. Because remember, the more we pay attention to, the more aware you become. So pay attention to the hydrogen segment. Pay attention to the news, what's going on. Energy is really the blood life of an economy. And right now we have a strong push to leave the fossil fuels as a method of storing energy and going to electric. And battery packs will not solve a lot of the problems that right now oil is solving very well. And we may have definitely a future in hydrogen. So pay attention to that, learn more. I'm going to make sure to leave a couple links that are going to explain to you the technology in a very simple way, very good videos about it. Links will be in the description below and the about this video section. So make sure you check this out. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today. We'll talk on the next video because there is some great actions happening on Bitcoin, but I'm waiting to see how the weekly candle will close. So make sure you tune to that next Sunday as well. So with that said, let's talk on the next video.